beautiful people, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. And if this is the first time you're visiting, please don't forget to subscribe and join our amazing, wonderful family. And also don't forget to like, comment, and share on all the vlogs in this channel. Our goal this year is to hit 1,000 subscribers. So please guys, go ahead and show some love and subscribe on that subscription button. On today's vlog, I want to talk about something that I feel like I relate to, and I feel like most people will relate to, and this is the harsh reality of graduates. I feel like this is something that most people don't talk about, but it's still there, and so many graduates experience these realities in the society. And I just felt like, you know what, let me just put my 2 cents into it, because truth be told, it's not easy out there for most graduates. Not everyone, of course. If you have connections, if you have people to put you in places, if you're lucky enough to get a job or to enter into a business immediately after your graduation, good for you. But the reality is, for most graduates, that's not the case. It's hard out here. I graduated in 2022, my undergrad, and I just submitted my minor dissertation for my LLM last week. So currently, I don't want to call myself a graduate because I'm waiting for the results. That's when we get to know if I'll get to graduate or not. But of course, we're hoping for the best, and we're hoping that we're gonna graduate. So I'm currently just waiting for results while I apply for different jobs and just use my skills, to keep life going. And I realized that it's not easy. Honestly, it's not easy, especially if you don't have the support system, if you don't have maybe parents or guardians who support you financially. You really think about, what is it that I'm going to do after school, and these days employers, when you're applying for jobs, they tell you, we need someone with 5 years of experience, 3 years of experience. And most graduates don't have working experience because they're fresh from school, so it becomes hard for them because they don't really meet the minimum requirements for several jobs. So it's hard for them to get these opportunities. And most people end up being depressed, they end up being stressed because they're thinking, how can I go on with life? I don't have an income, I'm just at home, sleeping, waking up, doing nothing. It's not easy, and I'm trying to apply for these jobs, but they don't really, accept me. What is wrong? And we were told that education is the key to success. So why am I not being successful? Why am I not getting income? Why am I not able to sustain my life? And on one end, you have yourself to take care of. On another end, you have society, you have relatives who are asking you, so what are you doing? Oh, so you're just sitting at home, you're doing nothing. So it becomes hard. It becomes really a heavy burden to carry on, and it's not easy. And I sympathize with these graduates because I have been there myself. But the thing with me is, I really, despite just not, I apply for jobs, yes, but I don't just sit and wait to get accepted. I do other stuff as well. So I try my best to use my skills, to use my talents. I'm very good at business, just to do something that earns me income while I wait for my applications to be accepted. So it's not really easy out here for most graduates, and it's something that we really have to talk about. And there's no one to blame. We will say that we blame the system, but at the end of the day, blaming each other won't take us anywhere. We need to find solutions. We need to find ways on, then how can we help these graduates? What are you supposed to do if you're in that position? If you've been in the streets for 5 years, applying and applying for jobs, and you literally have no opportunity for almost 5 years, what are you supposed to do? So one thing I usually tell people is, we're in a very different generation, very different from our parents' generation. These days we have so many things, so many opportunities, there's so much technology being invented each and every day, and there's so many startup companies that need certain skills. So if you find yourself, you have graduated and you haven't really gotten a job, You can train yourself to have some skills, maybe writing skills, research skills, digital marketing, customer service, and just do something to get you by while you're applying for your dream job. Don't wait for the perfect job. That's, I think, one of the mistakes that most of us graduates make. For instance, let's say I did law, and I know so many law students who are waiting for a perfect law job to become advocates, to become judges of the high court, but it doesn't happen overnight, you know. So if you find a job where they're looking for a researcher, good thing with studying law is you become a good researcher, a good writer. Apply for it because you're good at research, you're a critical an analyst, you're good at marketing. If you find a job that aligns with some of the talents or skills that you have, just apply, go for it. Stop waiting for that perfect job because it literally does not come overnight. My dream has always to work to be working for the United Nations. And as I keep on applying, I do know that it doesn't happen overnight. So I'm not only applying for United Nations jobs, I'm also applying for other jobs that I feel like I have skills to add into that particular company or that particular institution. So I'm not only sticking to what I want because I know that life doesn't always go the way we plan, and you always have to start from somewhere. You have to learn something. So my fellow graduates out there, stop waiting for the perfect job. If you feel like there's a job that aligns with your skills, your talents, or you can actually literally add something to that company or that institution, apply for that job because you never know. It's through that job where you get experience that will allow you to apply for your perfect job, your dream job, the one that you've always been, looking for. Another thing is learn how to volunteer. I know this is not something you want to hear. I know it's hard out there because most of the time when you volunteer, you don't get paid anything. I myself volunteered after my undergrad. I worked in the African court as an intern. Of course, they don't pay you any salary, and you know that when you go there. So it's not something that you don't know. You know that they're not paying you, and you choose to go work there because you need experience, you need to learn, you need to create social networks, you need to meet with people, you need just to be in that environment and get some form of experience. So don't be shy to volunteer. You never know. Sometimes when you volunteer, people might like you in that office and they might hire you permanently, or you might get a boss who will, you know, refer your name to another office and tell them, this lady was my intern and she was really good. I think you can hire her. And through volunteering, you also get to add referees in your CV. So it really helps you, and it impacts you in a way that it doesn't impact you financially, but the impact is actually very good and very massive. You won't see it right away, but you get to see it in the near future. So volunteer, guys. And I feel like also these days, especially for us who want to work for international organizations, they are really keen into volunteering. They look into your CV. Have you really volunteered? Or it's just all about the money. So don't forget, volunteer, guys. It's not a bad thing. You don't earn money, but you get experience, and you also get to network and meet with different people of different, status. Another thing is, do not, as much as you're stressed, don't dwell so much on that stress. Get up and do something. Do not care about societal standards. I do understand that most of the time society, our parents expect us to be, just because you've studied engineering, you're expected to be this great engineer, but that doesn't always happen. And in this 21st century, we have engineers who literally are great businessmen, who are doing customer service jobs, who are doing something very different from engineering. So don't let your ego take over from reality. I had a friend of mine who asked me a question last week, and he asked me, how do you get over that ego of advertising your business in your social platforms, knowing that people know that you are a whole lawyer who actually um, did have masters, so you have a whole LLM. How do you handle that ego of like, how will people see me? I did law and I'm currently done with my masters, but then I'm still posting my business. Like, aren't you scared of how people will view you? And I told him, I think that's one of my strong suits, or one of my greatest strength that I thank God about. I literally do not care what other people think. I myself know what I earn doing what I do, and I'm not just sitting waiting for a perfect low position. I'm not waiting to become the Chief Justice of the High Court. I'm not just seated waiting. I have to do something, because I have seen so many graduates who end up being depressed and really stressed because they're always applying, and just sitting and waiting. No one is gonna hand a silver plate to you. You have to do something. While you're in that season of waiting, you have to do some activities. You have to hustle. I know hustling is not for everyone. I know business is not for everyone. Well, I feel like I can sell things. So why not sell something so that I can become financially independent? At the same time, I get to learn about business, because I aspire to be a business person. I aspire to have my own independency. So I get to learn so many things. And even if I make mistakes, I am still young. By the time I'm 30, 40, I know what to do and what not to do. I know what to invest in and what not to invest in. So I'm not just seated waiting for that perfect lawyer job. I am literally hustling. I am doing something. Even when I get to be employed, my employer will see that this person, despite her waiting for the job, she wasn't just relaxed at home. She did YouTubing, so she's good with social media. She was a writer, so she's good with writing, because I write books also. She did business, so she can be good in sales and marketing. So apart from her just having legal knowledge, she also has other skills as well that we're looking for. So I become the perfect candidate. So it doesn't cost you anything to go out of your way and do something that you haven't studied in school. Just because you did law, or because you did engineering or medicine, that does not mean that you can't literally sell stuff. You can't cook for people and sell food on the internet. It doesn't mean that you just have to relax and wait for the perfect job, because that's not how life works. And our generation is different, guys. People out there are making money moves who have never gone to school, and they're very successful, and right now they're inspiring other people who have gone to school to also make it in life. So don't let the pressure get to you. It can get hard. Parents, relatives, what are you doing? They all expect you to become a judge. But that's not the case, and that's not the journey for everyone. Not everyone is meant to be a judge. Not everyone is meant to be a very famous engineer. We all have different paths, and we all have different dreams. So stick to what you like, but at the same time, be realistic. Don't wait for the perfect job. Do something. Make sure you get yourself busy. Through getting yourself busy, you get to network with people, you get to learn so many things, you get to make mistakes, and that's what life is about. And at the end of the day, you get to learn to your perfect job. But guess what? You never sat and waited. You actually did your best, you hustled, and you learned something from hustling. So, my dear fellow graduates, if you're there sitting at home waiting for that perfect job, that is not going to happen in this century. There's so many things you can do. Get out there, do something. Even if it does not make you money right now, you will actually get to see the impact in the future. I don't get to make money right now with my YouTube channel, but I don't care, because I know that I'm impacting so many lives in one way or another. People get to be blessed through my channel, and I know that just me being able to impact people, I don't really know how many doors will open in the future through this channel that I'm not currently earning from. So just do something. Get your hands, stand up, wake up from that bed, and do something. I know it's not easy, I know it can get depressing, I know it's overwhelming, but we have to do something because life is not meant to always be easy. Life is meant to have obstacles, and we are supposed to solve those obstacles. Thank you so much, guys, for viewing my vlog. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you learned something from it. And I'm sending love and light to all graduates who are currently depressed, stressed, and my message to you is never to lose hope. Get out there. What you studied is not for nothing. You still have a place in this world, and you still can make great impact. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you on my next vlog.